Hello everyone, welcome to a new video. So you guys have been asking me to do Fort Zancudo for a very long time after I posted my original video, link in the description. So I will be critiquing every single thing that's wrong with GTA 5's Fort Zancudo. These two aircraft seem to be not sitting in any parking spot. They're also exposed to the elements, which is not really that good for them. They really should be in a protective hangar like this. Someone please correct me if I'm wrong, but this aircraft seems to be way too small for this large type of hangar. Side note, by looking at the parking job, this aircraft is facing the wrong way, but I'll give it a pass because it's obviously put there for the game for a player just to hop in and take off. What do I see? I see a tow bar. Where's the tug? While the Fort Zancudo statue looks pretty cool, this is clearly based off of an F-18 and an F-16 combined together. This is really stupid, and I absolutely hate it. The C-130's propellers are always in the feathered state. That means the aircraft engines cannot produce any power. Rockstar seems to really underestimate the size of the C-130 in real life. I'll give them a pass though, because basically everything else in this game is also undersized. This parking spot right here does not need a runway and turret holding point. Though I love the F-16, I really would love to see extra aircraft besides just the F-16 in the entire airport. The only two aircrafts are the L-39 and the F-16, which is not anything close to the amount of aircrafts that the US Army actually has. In real life, the F-16 only has one tail fin. I love to see helicopters in video games, but Rockstar obviously hates them. Why? Because there's only two helipads in the entire airport. This aircraft is an L-39 from the Czech Republic. This aircraft is not used or operated by the US military. I personally hate this runway, and it's even worse than the LS airport runways. There's no piano keys at the beginning of the runway. The touchdown zone is way too far. The numbers on the runway are also way too far. There's a number in the middle of the runway for some reason. The other side of the runway doesn't even have piano keys or numbers. And this relocated threshold is facing the wrong way. I hate this runway. There's no reason it needs to be here. It's too short to operate any actual aircraft. Also, it just completely blocks an entire part of the runway. Why? Why is this here? There's no reason this has to be here. What did they do to do this? I don't like this at all. This fire truck is not an airport fire truck. It also says Los Santos Fire Department, which I'm going to add 50 sins because I absolutely hate that Rockstar couldn't make a single model for a fire truck. Actually, I'll just show why I'm mad. Really? You gotta do this to me? I'm very confused right now. Is this supposed to be an Air Force base or an Army base? Because I see a bunch of soldiers marching around with guns. Is this what they do in normal Air Force bases? I don't really know. And I don't really care either. These soldiers are carrying an AK-47. This doesn't make sense because the standard issue weapon for the US military is an M4A1. In-game, the pilots fly very close to the control tower, which seems to be a hazard, but who knows, I'm not a military pilot. Rockstar clearly doesn't understand how radars work. This tower is built right in front of the radar, which blocks all the traffic, so the air traffic controllers can't even see where most of the ground traffic is. This Jeep is not real. I don't know why they're using some random ass Jeep, but they should be using either an Humvee or MRAP. This is really funny. No trespassing beyond this point? Well, we already passed the gate, so why would this have to be here? Again, these signs are scattered all the way around the Air Force Base. This does not make sense because I don't think any civilian would even be able to get into the base to see these signs in the first place. The front of the helicopter looks to be a CH-53 Super Stallion, while the back and the whole body looks to be a CH-47 Chinook. In real life, both helicopters are way larger than the model depicted in game. Also, correct me if I'm wrong, but you wouldn't find a Marines helicopter in an Air Force base. This tank right here is incorrectly used as the German Leopard 2A4. The US military uses the M1 Abrams tank. Side note, Fort Zancudo is an Air Force base, and usually you don't see a main battle tank inside of an Air Force base. Is this really an Air Force base, or is this a military base? What is this? I don't know. This guard is way too nice to you. Any military experts know why this water thing is here? I tried looking it up and I got absolutely nothing. I'm just going to add a sin to it because why not? Even though these palm trees don't really look like they'd affect the glide slope of the aircraft, you'd think the military would just cut them down because they're still kind of in the way and could possibly be a hazard. I'm going to take off a point just because of this. I really like how they included TACAN beacons, which is a type of navigation used by fighter jet pilots, which is basically similar to a VOR. This attention to detail is really great, and it shows that Rockstar at least put some effort in making their game look a little bit playable. These red lights on the taxiway are fictional. These flags wave in sync. These runway lights are way too tall. Thank you guys so much for watching and the support. If you have any suggestions, please comment below. Have a great rest of your nights.